Alright then. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. On my way to the Mobius APC. Wait, what about this path? Will I ever go back through here? I've never been in the bathroom, have I? Alright, this may as well have been worth exploring. Last time we had a table blocking access here. And now we can hypothetically get out through the door. Well, actually we can't. Interesting. Well, never mind then. Yeah, you press space, he does indeed use cover. You press space on something new, he switches cover. Intriguing. This is the way east. Yes, it is. Essentially, I have two viable paths at this juncture. I can either head east and then north to keep on exploring, or I can go through here. Try to sidestep the haunted over there. And go for the objective, I guess. One of them, anyway. The communicator. What about the APC? No. There's no APC communication.
We're screwed. There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. Many of them. Suck it up, James.
I am going to the APC, but that's not a communication.
Too many of them.
This is reasonably good. I can indeed sidestep them. You don't have to just waltz into them. No need for that. Can be relatively safe. Yeah. I can head to these guys before heading for the APC. Indeed, that might be the best of ideas. Market. They're in there. Possibly in there. Maybe I should get onto the roof and deal with that haunted. If things don't work out... Damn it. Well, I think there are some haunted heading here. Yep. If things don't work out, I do have an axe, a gun, a shotgun, so many things. Oh my goodness, look at what's going on. Hey buddy. Stabbing time. It's interesting the way this plays out. Interesting. It's much more free form. You can just explore and play around with the mechanics. What? Oh, when you get that orange thing, that just means, hey, new resonance found. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that it's the resonance. Show me. Fallen Mobius operative over here. I should explode really thoroughly. Handgun ammo pouch. Oh, this doesn't look good. Fine. Climb down through here. Stay low. Gotta be careful. Actually, fine. Might as well use cover. Is this the fallen operative? No, that's a bunch of leaves. Nails. These long stainless steel nails are the kind typically used in construction. They make great shrapnel. What is my destination? Inside this. Let's get in. I gotta be on the lookout for haunted though. Stealth kills are fine, but need to be ready to... Oh my goodness, he could get up. You know he could. Was that it? Was that the extent of the communication? I think I'll go for the ammo pouch. Soon enough. You know what, fine. Let's stop crouching, stop sneaking around. I've had enough anyway. If there's a haunted nearby that's so sneaky and silent, might as well get on with it. We can craft over here. Interesting. Sniper rifle ammo.
No, just sniper rifle. Just fixing the sniper rifle.
I have 60 parts. We'll work on that later. More weapon parts. Yes, I'm gonna need plenty of those. There's a workbench over here. It's marked on my map. Great. The rogue signal is over there. There's also a pouch. Right around there. This place is safe. I needn't worry. Getting here might pose somewhat of a risk, but ultimately, once I get there, it's a shed. Oh, no, 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 no! The hell? How many have I alerted? I can and presumably ought to heal. I was so confused at what has happened. My goodness. No, wrong button. Arsenal menu. I do need to heal back to full, so what do I do? Do I use it up? I do have the time, so fine. Back to full you go. I could have sliced it with the axe, doesn't matter. It's quite a confusing experience. I thought I was doing just fine. Didn't even see it under that car for the longest time. So embarrassing, but hey. I got caught and I was supposed to get caught. No shame in that. Best I could have done under the circumstances is bottle break. Which I have not yet bought. Break the boxes open. Find some weapon parts within. The weapon parts within. Look, if you get up... Oh, I'm sorry, I guess. That's a nice target for a sneak kill. Well, is that blasted resonance? Right there. Well, which direction is that? Through here. Well, are you operative? There we go. Another key acquired. More bottles, which I can't quite pick up. I know. There's a haunted over there, all the way over there. Why can't you open this? Alright, how about this? Ah, damn it. I've got an axe. Relax, Sebastian. Seriously, you've taken care of this. And yeah, shoot the body mass, I guess, to stun them briefly. That gets the job done. Will you get an up? Will you grab me? Oh, he has turned? Where's the pouch? Oh no! A camera! That's a bad sign. They tend to be pointed at absolutely gruesome deaths of important Mobius operatives. What's with the camera? Why? Hold on. Okay, that's just an arm. Never mind, what about this guy? Will he get an up? I still have the axe, you know, for emergencies. The idea is, if I actually get stressed, if I actually genuinely can't cope with the situation, I can always use the axe, but so far I've managed to compose myself quickly enough. Another pouch. What? What was that? A trap? Why? Look, I understand, but why? Will a tutorial pop up? Look, I see what's going on. Disarm this. Hello? What do you expect me to do exactly? Waltz into this without disarming it? That's a very bad idea. How? Look, I understand the concept. I understand how you do it in Evil Within 1. You walk up to a thing. Look, if I just naively walk into it and break it, it'll presumably raise an alarm or something, right? Is stupidity the only option? I would certainly like to do something smarter, but I can't. I kinda can't. Nope. It was the only option. Look, if you just naively waltz into it, I understand that. That makes sense. Sure. Just... You've tripped it, you've walked into it. Oh, you deserve... all of it, yeah. You weren't paying sufficient attention. But if you spot it ahead of time and just can't avoid it, that's annoying. I walked out of that one. I presumably should have instead walked through it. I hope I didn't break anything by doing this. Yeah. Yeah, presumably in some form he's frozen in death. I don't know what happens to these people. Some seem to turn into haunted, which is understandable. But I also think some of them are in a different scenario entirely. I think they are possibly trapped in the moment of death, which may traumatize them without killing them, which would explain why Kidman doesn't see them as dead, but rather just wants them extracted. There's no idea what's going on with them. That's one thing. Oh, that's the AP. Wait. That's the signal. No, the signal is there. And on the other, it may traumatize Lily. That's as much as I've... What?
Many of them. Suck it up, James.
The orange signal is all around.
We're screwed. There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. We've been through worse than this. And we're better armed this time.
What is this? Guys?
There's too many of them. Suck it up, James.
I have to tune to them, huh?
No communication from Mobius. We're cut off. I'm calling an Alpha 1 emergency. You know the protocol. Alpha 1? Are you serious? What about the tech team? Fuck them. Let them fend for themselves. This ain't the Marines anymore.
Guys.
No man left behind don't mean shit in here. You got a problem with that? You kidding me? I've been waiting to be let off the chain. I'm tired of protecting techs and running like a bitch.
Dude!
Good. Let's secure the weapon stashes. Load up and clean house. No matter what it looks like, monster or human, take it out with extreme prejudice.
What the hell was that? Whatever it was, it looks like they were here. Where did they go?
This is an after image of them. Comms.
More signals. Not sure if I want to run into these two. Sounds like they went rogue. Then again, weapons are useful.
Investigate both resonance points. One of them is probably a memory, and the other one is them in person. You know, as an engineer, I don't appreciate the idea of being left out to fend for myself. Though I understand the point of view. And furthermore, I understand something else as well. You could be out there waffling and figuring, oh, woe is me, I wish I didn't have to do this, but alas, I unfortunately have to leave these people to die. But given the chance, I would save them, even if that's an absolute lie and fabrication. It makes you sound significantly more sympathetic, even if the end result is the same. Yeah, so at the very least, you can make yourself sound like the nice guy, even if you do the exact same thing. These guys were at the very least being honest about the situation.
I stand by this assertion. If you end up doing the same thing, you're not a better person for crying about it.
Oh, nice. Yes, depth perception. Fine, use this as cover. And show me what can be seen.
This is also why I'm so sympathetic to O'Neill's stance. He could have said, oh, woe is me. I would love to help you, but I lack the requisite courage and combat training, and would thus likely slow you down. No, he just says, listen, buddy, I'm not a hero. I've never signed up for this. I'm staying right here until extraction.
Right.
It's the exact same situation, except he's not sugarcoating it and telling you how much his heart bleeds.
Now these two can be taken out in sequence, but the final one messes things up for me. The one over here. I should approach them from behind, I guess. I would break these boxes, but I have to take out the haunted first. Gotta be strategic about this. Yeah, in principle I should clear out the entire train yard. That would be useful. The world ends here anyway. Crimsons. Oh, come on, people. Are they actually supposed to make my job easier? Because they're kind of behaving that way. Not exactly, though. Not exactly. They have very limited perception. Ordinarily, you wouldn't have a difficult time seeing particularly far. It doesn't really matter. It's not like your vision is obscured by some dense fog or something along those lines. But for them, it's a problem they can't possibly solve. This should provide enough cover. It'll whip around in the other direction and I'll approach it from behind. Actually, presumably... Oh, it has spotted me. You know, I had a great plan, but no. Oh, there's more of them. Really? The other ones have lost track of me? That's positively pathetic. Now, don't get me wrong, they're alert, but they don't know where I am. Okay, this one's mad. She's lost track of me and she's falling back. But hiding behind that pathetic tree was absolutely not enough. It wasn't designated as cover. I should have approached that haunted and gone for the stealth kill, but I just didn't have the confidence. And by waffling, I've made matters worse. Will I be in cover here? Not really. Okay, don't approach me. Fine, the only way I can see this working out is if I approach it from behind. If that even works out. Well, if it doesn't, there's an entire horde of them here. I have 5 bullets. This sounds like the dumbest idea imaginable. Well, tell you what, if it sounds so stupid, how about... Hear me out here. How about I don't do it? Oh yeah, and instead fall back to the safe house. All the way over here. Craft some ammo. Yeah, and then and only then return over here. Not happening. Look, their vision is severely impaired. Okay, since I'm already here, I don't know. Because once again, that's associated with a risk. I could try to clear out the trains. There'll be 1, maybe 2 haunted here. Perhaps some ammo. So that's the idea. Try to find something in the area. Scavenge for resources. Mysterious mask. You feel like you've seen this before, but you can't quite put your finger on when or where that was. But at any rate, it looks pretty cool, and you decide to keep it in your room. And I can call that in? Is that just a trophy? Is it just a collectible item? As you may or may not recall, the Haunted in the original game were wearing these bizarre masks, which made them much tougher to dispatch.
At no point do I actually acknowledge that that corpse was twerking at me with uncanny insistence.
Here's my intuition. What's warping over here might be space and time. Yeah, in fact, this bit of speculation isn't particularly original. It's not particularly amazing, considering the fact that I've just seen an after image of those guys over there. So yes, as far as I can tell, we indeed are experiencing things both from the past and from a variety of places. We can teleport around. This is a mental construct, so all of this stands to reason. Of course it works like this. It only has to be presentable to the mind. Doesn't have to obey the laws of our world, because it isn't our world. Not in any strict sense. The trains aren't even marked on the map, which is kind of annoying. Is there anything else over here? I don't think there is. So I guess I'll have to memorize all these things. I'll have to memorize which train I have checked and which I haven't, and so on. But yes, my general idea was to head on over there to this shed and craft some additional ammo. I could trek all the way back, but for all I know, the very reason this shed exists in the first place is so I wouldn't have to do that. Field crafting is an option I am not willing to take advantage of because it costs extra resources, so I need the bench anyway. Reducing the utility of field crafting even further. Oh, I see, a maximum of 32 handgun bullets, and I have 56 units of gunpowder. Yes, and I can use 54 of them to craft 18 bullets. Wow. My difficulties presumably arise from the fact that I pick this higher difficulty level. No, that's not actually what I wanted to say. My difficulties might have arisen from the fact that I've collected 2 pouches. So the maximum amount of ammo I can carry is quite high. Surprisingly high, in fact. Thus, I can't just collect the maximum. I will have haphazardly checked most of the trains, which isn't great. I'm trying to ultimately end up thorough, but I'm not being methodical. That upsets me. But then again, if I try to be methodical about every single thing, that might end poorly too. Wait, we have seen this, haven't we? It's the same guy. That's where we got the pouch. Yes. Looks different because the doll over here has been tossed aside by the angry haunted. Okay, so you approach the convergence of the trains, you see a bottle over here. Can't pick the bottle up for obvious reasons. Can we enter this car? No. Another rogue signal. Yeah, I guess I can keep going north and then I'll reach the other signal. Presumably I should scavenge on my way to destinations, although I kinda don't know at this stage. That's the problem I tend to have with anything that's even mildly open. I never know what order I should perform these actions in. And of course, the generalization of how you can deal with things is this traveling salesman's problem. With so many nodes that it's basically impossible to do it even in your head. If you don't have the proper heuristics, you're doomed in such a scenario. And I don't have these heuristics. Alright. Now the plan is, approach her from behind, stealth kill. Approach the other guy from behind, open fire hydrant. Water conducts electricity. I understand that water conducts electricity. What exactly? What are you getting at? Can I electrocute them? I had such a brilliant idea over here. Open fire hydrant. Opening or shooting a fire hydrant will cause water to spray over a wide radius, creating a large puddle. Shooting a shock bolt into such a puddle will electrify it, spreading the shock effect over the entire surface of the puddle. I don't have these bolts. The shock bolt used to have use to an extent, I guess. In the original game, it stunned them, so you could set them ablaze or something along those lines. Other than that, I wasn't particularly impressed with it. It was arguably the rarest of all the bolts, but I wasn't impressed by it. Whereas in this game, I think they're trying to sell it to me a lot. No mercy. So many elements to this game. There's so many mechanics. Alright, one of them ran after me. I've slaughtered these two. What next? Yeah, what next indeed? They didn't hear me. That's it, isn't it? The Mobius APC. How about I explore the edges of the world first? Let's not honk the horn anymore, unless it's absolutely strictly necessary. So many options you can call, honk the horn, shoot the hydrant. What happened to you? Well, I know what happened to me. I got some bullets. Thanks, buddy. Guess this was your final stand. Final stand, last stand, I guess. Idiomatic. Take it.
Haven't seen one of these in a while.
Yeah. Hello, crossbow bolt. New and improved, I think. Use the Warden crossbow. Hold right mouse button to aim. Draw it by holding the left mouse button, then release the left mouse button to shoot. Reload changes bolt types. Classic. Most types of Warden crossbow bolts will function as proximity mines. Most of them. Interesting. After being fired onto a surface, Sebastian will not trigger proximity mines. That is important to note. And to tell me in a tutorial. Firing a Warden crossbow bolt onto a surface with another surface immediately opposite will create a tripwire trap. Guys, you just keep on adding mechanics. I can create tripwire traps now. Incredible. So it's ordinarily a mine, but if I fire it onto a surface next to a surface, I create a... Wow, a tripwire trap. Red laser will show me what's been created. Shock bolt. Classic. Okay, I guess this is the most basic bolt now. It's used for a variety of purposes, including fixing fuse boxes, although in a makeshift way, and temporarily, and electrifying all sorts of surfaces, including water. This crossbow bolt releases electric current, which arcs from enemy to enemy, stunning them and sometimes knocking them down. It can also be fired at broken fuse boxes and pools of water for special environmental effects. I have learned about both of these things. So I presumably basically know everything about the shock bolt. It works on broken fuse boxes, pools of water, and the haunted. Shock bolts can be crafted by combining fuses and gunpowder. Fallen enemies can be stomped to finish them off. Ha! How many bolt types do we even need? Because some effects might be redundant, and the shock bolt seems to do a lot. It disables the haunted, and then ultimately you can use a melee attack. You don't have to at all use up ammo to dispatch them. That's the best part. So if you manage to get a couple of them all at once, you've got them. And if you have to save resources, if you have to pay attention to what you're using up, that's arguably the most important bit. In the original game, you might say have to use up a match to be able to kill all of them, if they happen to all be in the same spot. Or maybe you have to use a couple of matches if they're spread out. You could kick them, but I would just lower their health as they're disabled. So you might possibly try to decapitate them, shoot them, do something along those lines. But over here, as long as you get to them quickly enough, you can just stomp them. Although when they were stunned with the shock bolt in the original game, couldn't you have stealth killed them? I don't know. Either way, this is the idea. They can be stomped. Yeah, the world is collapsing. Uh-oh. Harpoon bolt. Oh, I've missed you so. This crossbow bolt impales struck enemies. Harpoon bolts make no sound when fired, so they can be very useful in certain situations. Certain situations. How could you have been any more explicit about, what it does, considering the fact that it doesn't make sound? I think it's quite blatant that they want me to use the shock bolt in order to electrify the pool in order to dispatch them by stomping them. But I failed. Okay, I'll put this under 3. What with bottles under 4? I hope the game is paused on this screen. It wasn't in the original game. Well, there goes everything. I failed to make use of the puddle. Then again, big whoop. I like the click of switching these. It's satisfying. It has this distinct thunk to it. Oh, you've got an axe. Well, guess what, buddy? So do I. Yeah, you've got an axe. You know who else has an axe? This guy right here. You know what else I have? Let me introduce you to the knife. Quite nice, isn't it? Oh, right. I didn't expect you to appreciate it all that much. Well, who are you to judge anyway? Well, guess what? This guy's down. If I get a stealth kill on that one, I get a fire weapon. Look, why would I stealth them? I have 2 axes at this juncture. Either I use them up or I waste them. I'm not sure how much of a waste that is, but look, ultimately, what do you want to use that for anyway? You want to slay the haunted with it. So I figured I might as well slay the 2 of them right here, right now. I'm not sure if that's something you collect for later, or if it's just a pick-upable, so to speak. If it's just something like the axe, in which case it would have been completely useless. Because I already have the axe equipped at this juncture. In other words, yeah, I know, I get it. I could have hypothetically tried to sneak up on them, eliminate them one by one, then eliminate the one with the flaming weapon to acquire the flaming weapon for myself, then possibly in the future use that flaming weapon to eliminate more haunted. Or, you know, cut out the middleman, just eliminate both of the haunted with the flaming weapon on the spot. Gets the job done. A single shot from my pistol, done. They're gone. I have no regrets. At least as far as this is concerned. What? What is it? Handgun bullets. Is that the guy right there in blue? Because I think it is. This is incredible. You get a notification. Hey, there's a community. It's right there, guys. It's right there in blue. Quite blatant, but okay. Thanks for the communication, I guess. I'm sorry, buddy. I'll put your bullets to good use, though. I'll do my best over here. I don't necessarily feel the need to destroy every single window. Yes, I know a fire hydrant, so hypothetically I could create a pool and all that. I know, I understand the mechanic. I don't look forward to making use of that. Crimson Supermarket. Oh. Separate area, eh? I should pay attention to these sorts of announcements. Are they marked on the map in any special way? No. Should they be? It would make sense to me. Whatever you want to call them, areas, districts, it would be nice if you could mark them on my map and tell me, hey, I have kind of seen the Mobius 1. That seems ominous, yes. So what exactly is this place? Safe house of some description? I've slain the haunted on the roof, haven't I? This is the roof. Yeah, this is the roof, I think. You can't just approach the ladder to make use of it. You have to press use. Yep, this is the roof. This was my vantage point. This is the place I've crawled out of. The little garden. It's all coming together. Look at me knocking on doors. All of that is closed and inaccessible. Hold on. But the good news is that I've basically cleared out this entire area, haven't I? This is also marked as Mobius 1. It's a nice plant, so... crafting materials. Well, I guess it is a crafting material. A bottle here that I can't pick up. This thing, I do believe I visited it. Yeah, I've looted this place.
It's the computer to get down there, right? You know how to use the computer to get down there, right? What? You're not going with me? No time. I'm heading to the auto body shop to get some supplies. Meet me at the visitor center when you're done. You know how to use the computer to get down there, right?
Interesting. So yes, obviously, I'm not sure if I should tell this guy. I think he deserves my honesty. Although he's just going to end up resenting them. But then again, he ought to. He was left for dead. Wow, this is interesting. Yeah, O'Neill's safe house. Consider what has happened over here. As far as I understand it, unless I got my names confused, these were his buddies. He was sent in. They were a team of 5. The leader... I'm not sure I should pass judgment right here, right now, but my goodness, these guys... It's like herding cats. These guys were terrible. You had 5 guys as a single team. The leader went off on his own to pursue some strong resonance, and he got himself killed, leaving 4 people. Now these 2 brainiacs grouped together and decided, we're leaving the other 3 behind, we're getting out of here. Meanwhile, O'Neill over here got saved by a security guy. Not part of the specially equipped Mobius team, a security guy. One of presumably many groups that were here earlier.
No, Hayes and Turner were just security guys. They weren't part of the elite team of 5. The 5 were Baker, Sykes, O'Neill, Hoffman, and Harrison.
Yeah, and if I got that right, and I'm not sure I did, because I would have to check up the names, I recognize at least one of the names of the guys over there, but I think it might be both of them. If I got that right, that leaves one person unaccounted for, the psychologist. If I didn't get that right, well, then I've made a mistake. Can I talk to him and explain to him what has happened to these guys? Because I got a bit of info.
Tell me.
About your team.
There were 5 members of your team?
There was a security force already in here to help us. But yeah, there are 5 search team members. Wait.
I found
Huh. I told him, but he would always have you ask me.
Yeah.
Tomato?
I'll let you know.
You'd really... Thanks.
Can I get any upgrades? I don't think I can, but... Actually, the inconsistency as far as the inventory system is concerned, as far as the key bindings are concerned, is something that's played this game for a while. This is frustrating. The fact that I have to... Actually, I don't know. No, hold on. There's the possibility, the distinct possibility that Q and E are keys I can rebind. Although I don't think so. Am I wrong here? No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So, when you enter the screen, you have no ability to rebind keys like Q and E. Which may not seem like a big deal, and it indeed is not a big deal. But at the same time, it's such a basic thing. Just let people rebind these keys. On a controller, I understand people are used to certain things just being handed down from high above, and they will simply obey. They will adapt. Or, you know, they'll stick to conventions, figuring, okay, there's a convention there for a reason. I can't change these things, might as well adapt. And I understand that PC gamers also have conventions, but I guess there's significantly more anarchy in that area, and they're gonna figure, no, I'm gonna do things my way. Damn it. Interesting, we have the handgun, actually the handgun group. The shotgun. The crossbow. It seems like there'll be 3 more weapons and something else over here, or this might not be filled. So I've already got half the weapons, which is great. I appreciate the fact that I got them early. Hold on, will we get significantly more variety over here with plenty more options? Or is this literally it? Do we just have the harpoon bolts or the shock bolts? You know what? It would make perfect logical sense for me to just have 2 types of bolts. It really would. If I am to craft them, presumably every single bolt is gonna require a separate sort of material. X. Rift and Flame, causing struck enemies to be set ablaze. This sounds awesome, though of course it costs plenty of weapon parts. What is the cost of crafting these stupid balls? 1 pipe. It's not exactly unaffordable. It is expensive. I was desperately contemplating whether I wanted to invest in harpoon bolt upgrades. I loved harpoon bolts in the original game. Presumably I'll receive quite a few more, but I'll have to keep my eyes open. I don't think I'll be given them like candy, and I can't rely on crafting them because they require relatively rare and exotic materials, which presumably will become significantly more commonplace further down the line. But at least in principle, at this juncture, I would prefer to focus on something I can afford. Mostly, possibly, because I've decided to go all in on this anyway. I've decided to focus all of my crafting efforts on ammo for the handgun. I've upgraded the handgun to level 2, so unsurprisingly, I have a lot of stuff for the handgun. Yeah, I've made it. But then again, if anything is going to ever be accessible, it's going to be the handgun. Let's get critical chance on this. Unlocked, 30% chance. Wait, I have 1 high-grade weapon part? I could just unlock everything for the firepower tree of the handgun. Yes, but I can't quite get these things yet, can I? So that's kinda pointless. Significantly more weapon parts. Although I love the, say, stopping power offered by this device. Right, that's a decent bit. There's no need to drink coffee. I'm at full health. I've decided to heal outside. Maybe I should have instead gotten back here. I don't know. We'll try to get upgrades from Tatiana. Maybe have a conversation with Kidman. We shall see. Oh, that's a lot of gel. Also, I have a key.
Welcome back, Detective.
Hello. The last one. Some bullets. I'll leave them here, thank you very much. Otherwise, I'll top myself up. And this was presumably in Polly. So no. But I gotta remember, I have quite a few bullets I can pick up should I desperately need them. I don't need to craft them, I can just come back here. 15 of them, I can just pick them up. I'll presumably find some in the environment. I might be tempted to craft them, but I gotta remember. When I'm running dry, just gotta come back here.
How am I ever going to get these?
Gotta pick him up eventually. You're given so many menus. Bottle break? Can't afford bottle break. Once again, can't afford bottle break. Ambush. Perform sneak kills from around the corner while in cover. It's not particularly needed. Low profile, tier 2. That'll do. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Need to slay even more enemies to get further upgrades. I mean, obviously. Can we contact Kidman? I can look for resonances here. Logos, help me. The document I found. Is it another slide? Cat.
Go on.
Oh. Oh, kitty. Where did I put the mask? Right, you don't necessarily have to be subtle. Small arms proficiency, combat expert. Miles and Julian, were these the guys? Well, let's check the mask. Nope, can't do anything about the mask. I think it's just a collectible. I will see. I'll just check whether that matches, whether these are the two guys I had in mind. For now I'm going to save. What is the next step though? What is the plan? Well, I guess I'm going... Well, obviously I'm going to chase resonances. I could hypothetically spend even more time exploring the area, but on one hand I think I'm clearing it out reasonably well. And on the other, I will explore some more anyway when clearing out resonances. The next resonance I do want to go for this, well, quite unlikely, possibly. It's the next resonance as far as this particular storyline is concerned, as this particular side quest is concerned, the one with the two soldiers, you could say. It doesn't mesh with me. No, because one of these guys would have to be the software engineer. So he wouldn't just be dissing the engineers like that, would he? I don't know. I'll have to check. Because there's also the possibility that one of them was the leader, but then again, first of all, the leader wouldn't have done it. He was trying to. Well, was he trying to be that great of a leader? I don't know. He did. We did see him die chasing a powerful resonance, trying to help, not trying to flee. Which confuses me to no end, because there were 5 members of the team. And this might possibly not map onto them. Unless these were guys from the security force, which would explain things on one hand, but on the other hand would confuse them even further. I'll just check the names, and then I'll know. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.